Stop overthinking new construction and luxury new construction. In this next video, I'm going to show you 5 steps that any agent can take, even if you're a part-timer or a dual career agent, to dominate new construction in 2026.
So here are the 5 steps if you want to predictably attract new construction or luxury new construction buyers. The same process. These are the 5 steps that doesn't matter what market you're in or where you are, these 5 steps will get you results. So first and foremost, and this is the easiest, but often most overlooked, research. So if you're in an area, go research, meaning you can look online. There are many resources you can go. There's Builder Boost, there's Builder Update, there's New Estate Only, there's Zillow, there's Realtor.com, there's the MLS. Go research new construction that's going on now. All the sources I just gave you, the common sources, the Zillows, anything MLS related, only has about 50% of the actual new and pre-construction in there. So be aware of that. The rest of it is using those other sources that I mentioned. Once you go online and research, now you want to actually go into the sales center. Don't pick the phone up and call them. Don't send emails. Those are okay, but you need to go to the sales centers. So research is the first part of that. But once you do the research, you have to build a relationship with those on-site reps. Here's the deal. If you are a traditionally or classically trained real estate agent, you're used to buyer's agent, you're the buyer's agent and the seller's agent. It's the same process, but you're not doing this. It's a big hug. The on-site reps need you. Over 60% of sales is done by agents like you. So don't go in confrontational. Go in like I'm about to make a new bestie. Because they need you, they want your business, and on-site reps have 2 clients. They have the buyers and sellers, and they have agents. I had a partner of mine sat down with a major developer in the Tampa Bay area, and actually they build in Tampa Bay, Canada, and the Fort Lauderdale area. And he told them over 90% of their transactions come from the agent community. This is a luxury development. So it would behoove them to make sure that you're taken care of. So do the research, build the relationships, find out about the projects, find out what's going on, ask questions. Do your research. What is their reputation? How many homes are they building? How many units are they building? What's the deposit structure? How many total homes are they building? These are the types of questions you want to ask, but really get to know what they're doing. Take a lot of notes. After that, the second part is you want to do something so you have an asset that no other agent would have. And that is you want to build, because remember, only 50% of the new construction and pre-construction inventory is actually in the MLS. So you want to build your own personal database of new and pre-construction that no other agent could have. So when another agent or another buyer asks you a question, you can pull it out, whether you're old school and you want to write it down in a journal, or you want to put it on your phone so you can access it. However you choose to do it, just make a database. What is a database? It's whatever works for you. If it's a bunch of Google Docs, it's Google Docs. If a Google Sheet, it's a Google Sheet. If you make a bot in a chat bot, whatever it is, as you're starting to get this intel documented, so you know. We have one person that went and made it old school. She went and got a trapper keeper with a bunch of dividers and pictures and brochures and notes and notebook paper, and then she keeps that in her trunk. So anytime a client asks her, she doesn't have to say, oh, well, let me go check the MLS and we'll do some research. Can we convene next week when she's on the showing? She can simply open up her trapper keeper and say, we got something here. Let's go look at it now. It's the clients are impressed because of her expertise. She's prepared. So you want to build your own and document a database, whatever a database is to you. If it's handwritten notes, if it's note cards, it doesn't matter. Document what's there so that you can refer back to it quickly and you don't waste any time. Third step, you've got a minimum of 5 communities that you've looked after. Ideally 5 to 10. That's where they want to be. You have them documented. Now what? Like, great, I have all this, but how do I attract the buyers? Well, we're going to talk about that in a second. Next, what you want to do is a ninja tactic that most agents don't know you can do. You can find out the buyer demand for each of those projects. So we're going to market these projects. If you're going to market them, don't you want to know which one has the most buyer demand? The one most people are moving to? Or how about where they're coming from? That's a cheat code at the sales centers, talking to and building those relationships. Ask the sales reps. So what are you seeing? What types of people are coming here? Are they executives? Or are they families? Or no, we're not really seeing families. Where are they coming from? Are they coming from Canada? They coming from Japan? They coming from the Northeast? They coming from New York? They coming from California? Like, ask those questions. All the reps aren't going to tell you or may not know, but many will. Because again, you're sitting down having a casual conversation. So you want to zero in on demand. Then what you're going to want to do is see, okay, based on project 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which one's the most in demand? Now, relationships is greater than data. Just because it looks good on paper, if you had a sales rep that was a jerk and you're looking at like, there's thousands of people a month looking for this, but the sales rep's a jerk, put it in your back pocket. We've had instances where agents have lied and said, oh, well, they weren't really that great, but the demand looks good, so I'm going to go here. And it fell apart because this is somebody you have to deal with regularly. So the best relationship with the most amount of demand, that is ideal, and the most amount of inventory. But you want to make sure that you have the relationships down. Relationships is greater than data. So you have your 5 communities. Now you know how many people zeroed in demand. You can use Google tools like the Google Keyword Planner to find that. Now you know you can laser in and pick one community to market. Just go deep on one. That one thing, like Gary Keller says. Start off with that. Whatever type of marketing you're going to do, just do it for that one project. Go deep rather than wide. You can layer on those other ones later, because by default, when you're marketing this one project, there's going to be somebody that it's not a good fit for. But now, because you have your Trapper Keeper, you have your database, you're going to be able to say, oh, well, let me take you over here. So you're building your new construction expertise because you're doing the research and you're building those relationships and you have an idea of the demand, but we're focusing on one. So we want to pick one community. And once you pick the one community, we simply set up a buyer attraction process. Intense marketing before interest marketing. So intense marketing is people are looking for. Interest marketing is like, I'm interested in it, but I'm not really qualified or ready to buy it. That's the difference in Facebook ads versus, say, Google ads, because anybody that's run both will tell you that Google ads are way better. Why? Because they're focused. They have intent. They have interest. Now, Facebook can totally work if you really know how to nail it down. If you know your ideal client and you know your ideal client persona and you know what makes them tick and what they're looking for, it can all work. But we like fastest path, which is intent-based. YouTube and Google is intent-based. Interest, we work on the back end. Then from there, and here's a couple rules. You never send them to your company website. Guaranteed, you're not going to get as many leads. You want to send them to a focused micro commitment landing page that is either give me your name, email, phone number, and go away, and I'm going to give you the information you came for. That's it. There is no like, hey, here's about me, here's this, here's that. And there's no branding, because at this point, they don't care who you are. They care about this new construction project they're looking to buy in or they're interested in. They don't care about your brand or your team or your brokerage or none of that. So you put what you need to minimal, and then afterwards you brand. And then lastly, and this is where agents get it wrong, everybody that comes through your buyer attraction process is not going to buy. The majority of them will not. You're lucky if you get a 3% conversion rate. Now, done right, a 3% conversion rate can be hundreds, if not thousands % ROI. But the challenge is we see agents getting that one and they're like, yay, I'm winning. And those other leads that came through, they just push to the side and they keep going. They're like, yay, I'm winning. They got the next one. And all these people are thrown out with the bathwater. Wrong. You want to follow up with everybody, because yes, you might close 1 out of every 100 or 3 out of every 100. But what about the 97? They're going to make you way more money than this small percentage up front. That's just how the numbers work. So you have to follow up, and here's the keyword follow up. Whether they buy or not, consistently follow up and treat them like you are their vision board. Treat them like they already live in the home or already live in the area. And you provide them valuable non-real estate related content that will help their lives with a little small line at the end or a little small snippet on your videos and conversations as, well, if you need help with some real estate stuff, I'm here. You can use automated follow-up, but when you lead with value, there's a whole different perception. So those are the 5 main steps to attract new construction buyers. Doesn't matter what market you're in. Go ahead and implement that. Come back to the video and tell me, what did you implement and how did it work?